Well, howdy, everybody. Theresa here. Yes, videos back to back. That's why it's the same shirt, same hairdo, same me. Well, it's always the same me. Anyway, making a separate video because I want to talk a little bit more of some of my frustrations of dealing with having Asperger's syndrome or high functioning autism or being on the autism spectrum. Because they changed the name and the terminology not too long ago. It's all the same thing, really. There's lots of videos on children with autism, but there's not very many videos of us adults with autism. And I think people forget that just like with ADHD and autism, you don't outgrow it. You learn how to deal with it better. You learn life lessons. You learn how you should react, even though your brain isn't wired that way. But you don't outgrow it. People forget that. And one of my things is people cut so much slack, as they should, in some regards, to children with Asperger's. But not us adults. Now, my brain is still wired the same. And I do not conceptually get some of the simplest things that you guys would be like, what? I just don't get it. Now, I can get very complex things, but sometimes some of the simplest things I don't get. And I never will. And until somebody blatantly tells me, no, this is why, I will never understand something. And even then, sometimes I won't understand it. For instance, I'm a very black and white person, very right and wrong, very elementary when it comes to if I like somebody. If I like somebody, I like somebody. If I don't like somebody, I don't like somebody. There is no gray area for me. It's either I like you or I don't like you. And I don't pretend, Now, professionally, sometimes, you have to put on that smile and pretend like, and just make, the social graces business-wise. But I'm not fake and phony about it. Some of these people, to me, act like they're just your long-lost buddy, and they know they can't stand you. Now, I will be very professional and stuff, but I won't, I can't do that. And so I don't often get why people they'll say how much they hate somebody, but then that person walks in the room and they're all, oh, how are you? And they act like they're best buddies, and I just don't get it. I don't understand it. And you're probably laughing, going, why doesn't she get this? I just don't. I don't. Sometimes I don't see the obvious that somebody is just using somebody. In many cases, it's been me. Because I don't get that. Because in my mind, I think you like, you don't like, or you love, or you don't love, and there's no gray area there. I don't understand it, and often my feelings will get very hurt because somebody will come at you like, they're really attacking you, and I'm trying to understand why, and why people do such cruel things just to kind of build themselves up. And if I say to somebody, well, they'll say, well, Johnny has Asperger's or whatever, and I'll say, well, I have Asperger's too, but they fail to realize that I don't make the connection on some of the simple stuff too. And even if I tell them, I don't, like I'm telling you guys, I don't make the connection on some of the simple stuff. People don't understand still. I mean, I've had to train myself because I am naturally highly emotional and highly sensitive, and I've had to really train myself over the years to not be as sensitive. Now I still, get my feelings hurt. You know, when I feel like people are, just wanting to demean you, or if I see somebody demeaning anybody, especially if you're a friend of mine or if you're a loved one and stuff, and somebody is being mean to you, I really, that protective mama bear comes out big time. But I don't get a lot of the social graces of that you're supposed to pretend like you like somebody even if you don't. Now, I'm not mean to them, I just don't usually speak to them, or I will just exchange normal pleasantries of hi, how are you, but I won't sit there and act like we're long lost friends. So I just don't understand it. And sometimes it can be really hard, and I think that's part of the reason why sometimes I isolate myself so hard, is because it's like a protection thing. Because people go, oh, well, she's just really naive. I really am. On a lot of things. A lot of things I just am really, really naive on and don't understand. Like I said, it's just so black and white to me. It's just, my husband's trying to explain it to me not too long ago. And he always explains things where it's not like he's talking down to me. It's just another one of the reasons that I love him so much. And, because he knows I'm very intelligent in so many fashions, but some of the simple stuff I just don't ever get. I just, I wish I understood more. I really do. I just don't understand it. But yes, that's adults that have Asperger's, high functioning autism, or on the autism spectrum. We haven't outgrown it, and you can't rewire our minds. They are how they are. I personally feel this with high functioning autism. I think everybody is on the autism spectrum, because we're all individuals and wired so different. We all have our quirks. We all excel at something. I believe that everybody's got some artistic ability within them, even if they haven't discovered it. Most times they haven't. But, we're all very different. And, I think we should just try to accept each other and love each other the way we are, and not play these mind games. I don't understand why it's necessary to play any mind games at all. I never will. Like I said, my husband will tell you I'm always very straightforward, and a lot of people don't like me because I am very straightforward and stuff. If I like you, I like you, and I let you know I like you. And if I don't care for you, I just leave you be, and for that you leave me be, and, we'll just cut tight, and I wish you well. But I don't It's like I don't keep people on my friends list on Facebook if I don't like you. I'm not a friend collector, and we all know people that are. I'm very basic. So, anyway, I just thought I would give you guys a glimpse of what it's like to be a 51-year-old woman with Asperger's. And, somebody tell you they have Asperger's or high-functioning autism or on the autism spectrum. Really listen to what they're saying. They're saying, my mind did not work. And on some level, my mind does not work the same as yours. So I might need to have you kind of explain to me something that you think is so basic. Now, on the other hand, I can explain to you in very detailed and very knowledgeable, things that you would be going, well, wow, how would she get all that? Like when I worked at Amoco Refinery. And, I could tell you all the specs and components of the different tanks and different in how we were hulling the different gases and oils and all of that. Which I know, even having a conversation with my dad one time, he was really blown away that I knew all the specifics of it. So, anyway, I hope that helps. If anybody ever has any questions, feel free to ask me. And that goes even if you're watching it and you're a regular subscriber. You have a question for me or my husband, go ahead, feel free to either PM me on Facebook or ask me here in the comments below, and we'll do a Q&A tomorrow. If it's a reasonable question. If it's a too personal question or not a reasonable one, I'll just write you back and say, nada. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day, and remember that I love you and cherish you, and I think you're awesome. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.